Week 1 gives us a great matchup in the AFC West between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Big fantasy implications here. Let's dive right in and I'll also give you a game pick at the end. Let's turn to the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes, big offseason, tons of hype. I roll with him this week. I think he puts up a bunch of points. I think he hits a couple long balls to Tyreek Hill, which we'll touch on in a second. I think he also might be playing from behind in this game, so a bunch of fourth quarter garbage time points. I think this is a huge week for Mahomes. I'm a big fan of his. I'd roll with him in DFS yearly, and I also think he's a great keeper long term. Running back Kareem Hunt, he's probably your first or second pick in your league. Great DFS value this week. Probably will find the end zone. I'm a big fan of Hunt. Play him. Then we touch the receivers. Travis Kelce, let's start there. Top 2 play, no questions asked. I think if you want to pay up at a position, tight end's a good one to do it at because it's him and Gronk. I think those are the 2 guys right now. Ertz is off the board already this week, so remember that. I would play Kelce in a heartbeat. Receivers. Tyreek Hill, as I mentioned, I think a couple big plays here. The Chargers secondary, as we know, has been banged up in the preseason, but they're still a solid unit. I still think they're going to get pressure on Mahomes. The loss of Joey Bosa, though, would hurt. So I do think they'll have a little more time to hit that long pass to Hill. He's the play for me in all formats. Sammy Watkins is wait and see for me. He didn't really do much with Jared Goff in LA last year, which was very disappointing considering the Rams' year that they had. So let's wait and see on Watkins. Going over to the Chargers. Rivers to me is a future Hall of Famer. He's got tons of weapons, and the Chiefs' defense right now, totally banged up. They don't have Eric Berry. He's going to be out. Marcus Peters is now with the Rams. So to me, you got to play Philip Rivers this week. He also has great DFS value. Melvin Gordon, rock solid. Top 10 back for me this week. No questions asked. You saw what Derrick Henry did to the Chiefs in the playoffs. Melvin Gordon's a better back than Derrick Henry. So what I would do is roll with him in all formats. Receivers, Keenan Allen's probably your wide receiver 1. You're going to play him. He's a selection of mine for DFS this week. I also would go with Mike Williams as wide receiver 3 or flex play. I think he finds the end zone and becomes a really solid red zone target. And I also think Tyrell Williams is someone to keep an eye on. See what his role is in the offense before you dive in. Antonio Gates, forget it. He's 107 years old. Given that, you got to stay away from the defenses. But truly, outside of the defenses, this week's going to be a fantasy bonanza for these 2 teams. You're going to have tons of guys that hit up 10 points. I wouldn't be surprised if Mahomes, Hunt, even Watkins, Tyreek Hill, Kelce, Rivers, Gordon, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams all go over double digits in points. And if you do play with a kicker, the kickers aren't bad either, so try to roster them. For game prediction, my pick, Chargers 34-27, 31-23, somewhere around there. They cover the spread. But make sure to join us every Sunday, 11:45 to 1, leading up to kickoff, for the All Out Blitz hosted by myself, Adam Yakuta. We will answer all your fantasy-related questions, gambling questions, start, sit, waiver wire, keeper league, trade analysis. You name it, you join the forum, and we'll get you in there. Have a great night. We're looking forward to starting the season with you guys this coming weekend. Take it easy.